Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
That is caught, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Jackson. This complete left side to Aguilar. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's Jackson to throw.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
To throw is Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
In motion, Aguilar.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game, They can't wait to get started again.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson now. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep is Steven Sims.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. In motion, the tight end. Now it's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, Henry. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
As they've got it as we resume action. Play action. It's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. KC's offense ready to take over.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And a catch made by Hopkins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Up the middle, here's Pirine. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 42. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle. They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Pacheco.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Try and throw it with P-Ryan.
They find some open field here.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now they'll throw with Mahomes.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown! Mahomes finding the talented DeAndre Hopkins.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 13-7. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now it's Jackson. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing is Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a handoff to Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Jackson. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. To throw, it's Mahomes. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Mahomes going to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
On 3rd down, it's P-Ryan.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That'll be caught by Rice. Still fighting for more.
He's still on his feet.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
42 yards.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And running with power here.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And the busy night for Henry continues.
Down to the 42, second down.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
9-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10.
In motion left goes a tight end. To throw again on second down. Mahomes, pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here's Mahomes to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now here's Mahomes.
Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more.
That one caught by Rice.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll look to throw again. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. Second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Butker's kick here is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach...
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, it looks like they'll move things around here.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Jackson will throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
126 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Henry.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. In motion, the tight end. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Rice. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes going to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he's got it 30 before he's hit and dropped. 140 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance.